welcome back today, guys. Today we are gonna see, crossing our fingers, that you see that yellow blob thing looking right there. We are going to see if it will finally start. We think we figured out the issue, so I guess we're about to figure it out. But with it being so cold the last couple days, the battery on that thing has not been used since March, so obviously it drained the battery right out and it's completely dead. So we have this spare battery, we put it on charge, and we're going to swap them out real quick and see if it'll work. Well, could you imagine? The battery is dead after it's been on charge all night long. One thing after another with this thing. So you see this little button right there? That right there determines whether or not your key has power or not. That thing right there. Maybe it should be labeled. But anyways, that's why the key did not have power and we went through all this trouble with it. I am feeling confident enough, maybe I can put this side panel on too. And that would just leave the air thing where I can spray starter fluid in it. Because I'm going to let this thing charge for a couple hours. For our next item of business, we have our dump truck, which you guys saw in the video where we had the massive temperature drop. And we were trying to get it started to put it inside. Well, it's still sitting outside, as you can see. But you guys probably remember me showing you all the cable clamps. And we were at Rural King a couple days ago, and you know what? We're going to get some new cable clamps for this thing. So we got them. So we're going to go ahead and put new clamps on the battery here. So that way, it can still have a dead battery. And then we have to charge it. You can definitely see we need some new clamps in the worst way. I don't know about you, but I just have a gut feeling that there is no reason to keep these wires because I've just had this feeling we're never going to use them again. Don't you guys have that feeling too? You know, like they are complete junk. So I got the battery cables ran now. So the ground is basically the same thing as the old one was, just new. And our positive cable, which would run power to the starter down there, it is shorter than the old one. So instead of running it back down there through the wiring and all that, because it runs down and it comes through something down in there to make it all fancy like in the other way. We weren't long enough, so we ran it straight down to the starter. And I done tried this thing, and can you imagine it was stone cold dead? Yeah, I can imagine. But so tonight, we don't need it today. As you can see, there's no way we could run a dump truck off-road anyways with the snow. And it's like melting today. So fun fact, this is a reason why if you ever come to Western Kentucky, you'll always hear people complaining about the weather. So last Thursday, or no, we're gonna go Friday. Last Friday, which is when we had the negative 31 windshield or whatever it was when it was freezing cold. Well, a week later, which is this coming up Friday, it's supposed to be 50 degrees. We just changed that fast. So that is why you always hear people say Kentucky can never make up its mind, because one week is one thing and next week it's totally different. But I'll put a battery charger on this thing tonight, and hopefully it will decide it will start in the morning.
The one you put on charge is still dead?
Yeah. I mean, the motor was turning over really slow. Look what happened. Look at my thumb. I went to knock the bolt over where I was welding on top of it, and I put too much pressure on it and the bolt was hot, and now my thumb has a nice imprint on it. Okay, so over Christmas I ended up getting the new GoPro 11. So what I did was I got all the same stuff I have for this camera, except the microphone. Now the microphone that you guys are listening to right now, it's like a cheap $30 microphone, and it runs off a AAA battery. So I did some research and I read some really good reviews on this microphone right here. This is the Rode Video Mic is what they call it. It doesn't run off a battery, it runs off your camera battery, which hopefully that doesn't hurt the GoPro batteries too much. I did not know this till I opened it, but this comes with a 3/8 threaded hole. Every other camera piece I own is 1/4 inch 20. I don't know why that is a 3/8 hole, but it is. So what I did was I took this bolt right here, it's a 3/8 bolt, and I welded a 1/4 inch 20 nut on the end, because my microphone extension right here is 1/4 inch thread. So hopefully now I can screw the 3/8 bolt into the microphone and the nut onto the mic extension here, and it plug right up. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I'm not liking it. It's really, with that putting that bolt in there, it adds an extra 2 inches to the height of the camera, and I'm just not the biggest fan of that. So I may take that back off and cut the bolt down shorter, so that way it'll be just a tad bit shorter. See, and there's the end product, which I do not like that at all. It's extremely tall to me, and I feel like, I don't know if I like that. It's not that I don't like it, but this coontail's really high from the camera, and that just adds length and problems, and I don't know. I may have to end up ordering a piece that goes right there that's only like half the size of this thing, so that way it can sit down lower. But I already had this as a spare for this camera, so that's why I'm using it now. But I don't know, we may see. I may like it, but I doubt I do. But I'm trying. When it comes to this GoPro stuff, you can spend a lot of money really fast. So now we are gonna make some progress, or hopefully, we're gonna see. I've had the battery charger on it, and it may just be in general too cold to start the thing. But I think it should at least, I mean, it's like 30 degrees outside, so it's not that cold, but it has been cold, very cold the last several days. I hope it does, because I sort of want to run the thing, because right now everything is starting to melt, but the ground is still dry right now. Come tomorrow and the rest of the week, this place is going to be a sloppy mess. Did you see that? Did you see that? We were very close. But it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I'm going to go eat some lunch, hopefully when I come back it's decided it's going to get its life together and start for me, so that way I can run it. It's only like I've been waiting 9 months, so I mean, like, any day now, it's not going to hurt my feelings if it decides to start today. But take your time. I don't want you to be in a rush. Just take your time, okay? Don't start today if you don't want to. You got it? It's not like we've been waiting a long time, so we can wait a little bit longer if you don't want to. What do they say? 3rd time's the charm? Yeah, that doesn't work on this thing. You saw what it did. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.